Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is officially my first YouTube video. Okay, so I thought since it's my first YouTube video, I should just go ahead and do a get to know me video, but I honestly do not find that fun, and there's not so much about me to know and all of that. Anyway, what is important is that I'm a copper and I want to share and document my NYSC journey. And yeah, this is like my first video. It's exactly a week since I go back from camp, and it's just the perfect time to share my experience as a B1 copper, B1 2026 copper. The first thing that surprised me when I got to camp, like the registration process. I've always seen online that the registration process is rigorous. They lie. No, they didn't. It's actually very stressful. I'm glad I went to camp quite early and I did not have to deal with a lot of registration procedure. However, people that came like the next day or like later that day, oh my god, they were fighting, they were pushing, like it was just a lot. And nah, it was a lot. And also my first day of camp, I cried. I'm a crybaby, I know, but I've outgrown pain. But unfortunately that day my platoon officer was mean to me, so I cried. That made me not get involved with my platoon throughout my stay in camp. I was more active in OBS than I was in my platoon. I wasn't even active in my platoon at all. I was active in OBS, and trust me, if you want to avoid raid, join OBS. Like OBS is equally stressful because you have to film. Like on swearing in day, we did a lot of work. People think we don't do anything, but we were filming content, and like under the sun you have to run around and all of that. So OBS is a good thing if you do not want to parade, but if you think you're just going to sit there and not do anything, that's not true. One common thing I hear is that camp is fun. Is camp really fun? I guess fun is subjective, but one thing I know for sure is that I had fun, but that's not the kind of fun I love. I don't know how to explain this because I just had to enjoy the moment. I did not want to sit down there and or exit camp, so I just had to vibe. Like when you wake you up in the morning, it's extremely annoying, but once they start beating drum and the praise and worship is interesting, you just have to dance and vibe like along. So I think I pretty much enjoyed morning devotion and social nights. My favorite activity in camp was big, bold and beautiful. Like that was the day I enjoyed social nights in camp. Like it was amazing. See all those ones that they used to do. They used to do dancing competition. I'll attach a clip of dancing competition. You see those ones they do dancing competition, singing. I do not like those ones, please. I rather be in the hostel sleeping, but unfortunately they won't allow you to stay back in the hostel. So if you're going to camp anytime soon, you've been to camp, you'll know that one of the most important thing is keeping your items safe. One that got me pissed the most was a girl that lost her phone. I think it's a 12 Pro. Like you know how you're busy and then you hear the sound of the big one, you have to abandon whatever you're doing and like run to get dressed and all of that. She was washing at the tap, and when she heard the sound of the big one, she left the phone there and went inside. When she got back, they had picked the phone. Like it was so sad. We came to report the situation. I saw her, she was broken, she was down. Later that day I still saw her at social night. It was a lot, honestly. It's not nice. Nobody deserves to go through that. And so just keep your items. And to make matter worse, her phone was down. We could not like call it or anything. I just hope somehow she's able to track the phone after now, because just learn. Aside that, they stole an iPhone 13. I don't even know what all that happened, but they stole an iPhone 13, and people were jokingly saying it's progressing. They stole 12, then 13. The next set of people that should be careful are 14. That's not the point, but what I'm trying to say is that we have 1,000 people in camp. There's no way everybody is sane. You don't really know these people, so you have to keep your things safe. And also you see food. this is where preparation before camp comes. Honestly, I don't think it's advisable to just wait around and just, just go with the flow when it comes to NYSC. It's not something you should go with the flow. Plan, if not for anything, for feeding, because trust me, if you're a picky eater, you will not be able to eat camp food, and you're going to spend a lot. Like, imagine eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner outside. Like, you have to buy food, buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, the bread they share in the morning is not bad, but if you don't take bread and tea, I don't take bread and tea, so it was like a struggle. Trust me, all my money all my money was spent on food. Another thing I spent money on was laundry. Before I went to camp, when I was watching things about camp on TikTok, they would say like you can outsource your laundry for the whole 21 days for a token of like 7,000, 8,000, and within that range. But when I went to camp, I was hearing 25k, 30k for 21 days, and there was no way I was going to do that, because they wash your white and white with your socks, 500 naira. Even if you calculate it times 21 days, it's not up to the amount they were calling. I did my laundry three days. Like, I gave it 3 days interval before I washed again, and I think that was better for me instead of that price they were calling. Things I regret going to camp with are, number one, my drugs. I went to camp with drugs and supplements. Trust me, it was seized at the gate. NDLEA people did not allow us to take it inside. For you to go collect the drugs, you have to start checking your vitals, and trust me, you don't want to do that. So it's either you hide it properly or you don't go with it at all, because now I did not even remember to take it after camp, and all my supplements are gone like that. I'm sure they're gonna trash it, so I think you shouldn't go with your drugs. Then colored water bottle, they seized a lot of it. You make sure your water bottle is transparent. And then sunshades, oh my days, sunshades, I regret going with a lot of them, because at Okada camp, if the soldier catches you with it, she'll ask you to break it there and there. Like, you can't use it, so it was not allowed in my camp, especially during side lectures. I heard that they've seen the updates where you wear nose masks you wear glasses and sleep during side lectures, so they did not permit that. My favorite purchase before camp was that brush you used to wash your shoes. Trust me, my shoes were always shining. For hairstyles, I think the best hairstyle to do before camp is all back. You don't even have time to start styling your hair and all of that, so the best hairstyle I would recommend is all back. And also in Okada camp, the soldiers were very strict. If they see your hair pull, like, they will ask you to pack it or they will cut it with scissors. They were threatening, they were punishing people for their hair. So to save yourself out of stress, I think it's just best to do all back, or something that doesn't even pour at all. When you're out of camp, you can always go back and do any hairstyle you want. One major struggle in camp is getting to charge your power bank. I do not recommend charging your phone, because trust me, you do not want to charge your phone in that place where everybody charges their power bank. And even for power bank, sometimes you might go there and your power bank is not even charged. Although some people have like power banks they rent out, but it's not enough to go around. You just like have to go with, if you have 2 power banks, they were not exaggerating when they said go with 2-3 power banks. But I did not experience that for long, because I joined OBS, and as soon as I started becoming active in OBS, I got a chance to charge my phone, because you need your phone to film, you need your phone to edit content and all of that. So I really did not experience that. I can't relate. I experienced it like 3 days in camp, but after that I couldn't relate. I planned for that business speech. That business speech that they used to win 1 million naira. I was writing business speech. They did not come. Why? Why is it always my turn that things will be different? Like, why didn't they come? Those photocopies, numerous photocopies, you do not need any of them. I used only one NIN photocopy, and I think my deployment, what's that thing called? My call-up letter. my color letter and my NIN. I think those were the only photocopies I used, and that was one of each. So, but you can be, to be on the safe side, you can go with two, but you don't need like multiple ones. For real, you do not need it. I wish I went with a torchlight. I did not go with a torchlight, and I did not just want to buy in Mami. I don't know why, but light out that by 10, and sometimes you might not be done with what you're doing, so you do need a torchlight. That's one essential I feel you should go with. Joining OBS was the best decision I made in camp, because not like OBS was not stressful, but I would rather be in OBS than to be reading under a scorching sun, because anything under the sun just I don't think it's fun. Although a lot of people said parade was fun, but I'm sorry, I couldn't can. And then for manual drill, I also heard that it was fun, but unfortunately I was not able to do manual drill because I was sick at the time. So honestly, in my opinion, right, camp is not totally fun. It's fun, yes, but if I had not stayed in camp, I wouldn't have missed out on anything. I don't know if you get it. That's just how I feel. I enjoyed, like I said, devotion and social nights sometimes. It's just what it is. I can't think of anything again at the moment. I think in my next video I'll be talking about my PPA. I'll be talking about my PPA and all of that, but that's all I have to say for now. Do well to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.